We have an update right now on a disturbing story out of California where Los Angeles police have identified badly decomposed human remains found inside of an impounded Tesla last week. Investigators say the car is registered to singer and songwriter David, who rose to fame with hits on TikTok. He was on tour when that body was found.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I do TikTok about the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we got a very interesting one for you. Sick, wicked, twisted, all of the above. But it is involving pop singer D4VD, whatever you want to call him, but David. That's what the fuck I'm gonna call him. So I'm gonna be honest. Before this story, I really was not familiar with this nigga at all. But obviously now I'm going to do my research and everything. And obviously, like I said, he's a singer. Actually very, very, very big, has millions of followers on Instagram. Some of his shit got billions of streams, 100 millions on YouTube. He's actually very popular. I'm really surprised I didn't know he was, but we ain't gonna know the nigga is for much longer. So let's start with September 8th. So on September 8th, in Hollywood Hills, it basically was reported that a Tesla of his had been sitting there a month. And, obviously people, your car sit there a month, people's getting told, people's called, making requests about it and things and that sort. So, they went to go impound his Tesla. While impounded, they did find a body that was wrapped in a bag in the front of the Tesla. So, red flag number one, obviously a body found in your Tesla. What the fuck is it? This story gets worse than that, though. So today we have found out the identity of the person in that Tesla, and it's come to find out that it was a girl, and they're saying 15-year-old Les Rivas. RP to her. But the reason I said they're saying 15-year-old is because, one, she's not 15. She never made it to her 15th birthday because one said, like I said, they found the body on September 8th. But the research come out that Celeste was born on September 7th, 2010. So she probably didn't really make it to her. Well, if she found her on the 7th, she probably never made it to her 15th birthday because, one, for the Tesla to be sitting there so long, the body probably was sitting in there for how long the Tesla had been sitting still. So she probably never seen her 15th birthday, which is very sad. But which is worse about this is that she was actually missing for about a year and some change before this. Now, obviously, so that means she was missing at about 13. So this girl has been missing from home at 13, and now they have found her body at now she would be 15, really died at 14. So very sad story, RIP to her. But where the story gets very, very, very twisted at is the connection between her and the singer. Now, he is 20. So he's a grown man of age, and she's a little girl. So first evidence that was put out, TMZ put out a picture that him and the girl have a matching tattoo. You can see the on David's finger, and I don't know where exactly on her body it is, but I don't really want to care. I don't care to know either because she's young. So, but. And there's actually this Twitter account, and I'll put it here, 7WDCS, that put a whole thread of connections between him and the girl and David to basically establishing that they had been in a relationship. So we're going to go through the thread first. So it starts with some Discord messages basically saying, so one person said he has a girlfriend. They said, pretty sure he dating right now. They said, what? And they said, yeah, her name is Celeste. And then it says somebody who I guess they knew already said, drop the one with the missing girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Then they showed a screenshot of her profile, and she came. Somebody said Celeste in here, and they said, hey, David Barton, this is her. So that's her on the account. Then you get another Reddit post from American Strawberry. It says this guy is a weirdo, a close friend's little sister from IE. She's from Lake Elsinore, where she was also found. And remember that because that's going to be important detail later. But so the close friend, little sister from IE, ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was pimping out. She was in 7th grade. LAPD swept his place in the hills. I'm terrified that's who's in the car. Nobody's heard from her in months. I won't release names as she is still a minor, but she was from Lake Elsinore. So then there's a couple pictures of them. Basically, I guess somebody that was in communication with them, friends with them. would be on FaceTime with him, posted a couple screenshots of them together, and then one of them in a group FaceTime separated. Obviously, like I said, this is before all this, so she is 13 and 14 in these pictures. There's another post that says, this guy is a pedo. From what I've heard, my sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader. Let's call her C. And she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in 9th grade now. It turns out C's friends knew, and he would pay them to keep their mouth shut. C has been missing for over a month now, and no one knows her whereabouts. Definitely something strange going on. Then there is this Reddit post that says there's a picture of David and Lake Ellisnor paying kids off that they took. They had this picture before the body was discovered, and now it's being posted around by these kids. So obviously he's paying them off because they have these known information about him. And yeah. Now this is a very disturbing screenshot. Not because of what you're seeing, but if you're reading it, it's basically Celeste admitting that she did have sex with David, which, obviously that is S statutory R word because of the age, and that's just weird. So she basically says it can bleed and not bleed during sex because it probably did when you were younger. She said, I didn't because I wasn't horny. The person she was talking to said, you said you bled what? She said, I thought I did, but I just got my period. I only bled with David. There's some more evidence here. As I said earlier, her birthday was September 7th, and one of his biggest songs that has over 100 million views on YouTube, is that 100? Yeah, that's 100 million. Was also released on September 7th a couple years ago. Now it's more evidence. It's from an Instagram account, Chandler OTD. It says, not even a year ago, my homie told me that David owed someone money in the late Ellisnor era. Now this girl is dead missing from the Ellisnor. And it said he told me he gave someone in Ellisnor money because he was with a minor and showed me a picture of it too. And I didn't know if I believed it, but at the time, now I'm tweaking. Then there's another text screenshot from the victim. She says, Anissa, do not text. He came back, he's crying, do not text me. She sent some type of photo. She said, I fixed. I'm saying don't text. K-Cloud, what you doing? I miss you. She said, so what the fuck happened? I fixed him. I don't know what. We both cried to get her and he changed his mind. I'm happy he did though. So Tota Vistar being and dying hair again. No clue we were crying again. You can tell how young she is by her responses. Like, that's absolutely disgusting. It also found a tattoo of, I guess this is Celeste's fingers, that says David. So she has his name tatted as well. So that's absolutely tragic. There's some more Discord messages basically saying how they were on a stream, like I said earlier, but they deleted the the VOD. If you didn't know, the VOD is a video on demand. Basically, after you stream your video, uploads to TikTok. Not to Twitch platform, so people can see it after you stream. Another Reddit post basically saying, yes, she was missing for that long officially, but she still had friends who were in contact with her again, and I'm not sure what her family life is like. It seemed very broken to me, which makes me believe she didn't want to go back home. What I meant was my sister and her friends lost all contact with her for over a month since early or mid-August. And it's actually another proof that David was trying to sue somebody from Discord for posting a picture of him and the little girl in 2023. And so that's pretty much all the evidence from this thread. I actually didn't read every tweet because some of it was a little redundant, but that's a load of evidence that these two people knew each other. Now, the last load of evidence that was very interesting to me was one of the song that I said that he posted on her birthday a couple years ago, Romantic Homicide. At the end of it, he says, in the back of my mind, I killed you and I didn't even regret it. Brother, man. And a last piece of evidence, actually. They brought up some merch she was selling years ago. Not years ago, it wasn't that long ago, but it basically was a white button up with blood stains on it, like when hand marked here. So he's fantasized, I guess you could say in a way, about killing his girlfriend before. So this is not uncommon behavior, but man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. So yeah, bro. Even though I didn't know about him, it seems like that this man had a very, big fan base. and he's on tour right now, and so he was definitely rising his way to what it seemed to be like a global superstar and shit, if you don't want to consider him that already. But it seems that this, even though that the police have not said anything or said that he's a suspect or anything going on, they have said that he is fully cooperating. It does seem that David may have did this, and well, at the least, David was messing with a minor. At the very least, but the fact that you're found dead in his Tesla, nobody reported the car missing or anything from us. It just happened that enough people kept seeing it in the same spot, so they wanted it towed and impounded. A dead, y'all have matching tattoos. It's just a lot of things going on that's weird with this thing, and it's a lot of things that to the naked eye, because obviously not innocent until proven guilty. To the naked eye, that David looks very, very guilty. But at this moment in time, like I said, the police have not said anything, so we don't have anything to go off of. But it ain't looking good at this moment in time, bro. But that's all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I do TikTok on the video, and we out.